Well, hello, my name is Chris Robinson. I'll be your professor this semester for Math 107. I'll take a little bit to get you familiar with how we have things set up on Blackboard. Let me share my screen. We'll get that going. So as we take a look here, you log into Blackboard, you should see something of this nature. I've got it in student preview mode right now. So I've set it up where we will come into a sort of a area where you can look at the syllabus, calendar, all those sorts of things, get your textbook going. So where I'd really hope you go first is the second item here where it says read and watch essential items. They've got a lot of menus set up over here on the left, so be careful that you don't miss anything. So I've got set up in here both the actual syllabus so that you could take a look at the complete document, or you could click down below. If you're unfamiliar with VoiceThread, you click on it and either hit play, or you could even maximize it, excuse me, so that you see the whole screen. And what I've done here is I went through and focused on the most important parts from our syllabus in order to kind of speed the process along for you. With the course syllabus, you'll also want to check out the course calendar. That tells you all the important dates for exams, homeworks, everything that you need to know about planning it forward, okay? There'll be a syllabus check, 10-point quiz, and that'd be the last item here, that I would want you to take after you've finished listening to the VoiceThread discussion of the syllabus and looking over or listening to the VoiceThread discussion of the calendar. You get 2 attempts at that. I'll take the highest score. It'll be due by Tuesday of the first week of class. That's actually, you're talking the 10th of January. A couple other items in here, the course and module objectives. This gives you an idea of what we will be learning throughout the term. And the course textbook right above it. With this course, we have first day access associated with it. And what it does is we use MyLab to do online homework and quizzes. We also have our e-text with that as well. It can be a bit difficult to get a hard, it's actually it's a paperback with a spiral bound, get that version of this textbook. The publisher was having difficulty sourcing it themselves. So what we've got here is probably what you're going to need to use if you want to get it in time to complete the class. I would urge you to look over here on the left where it says first day access under the yellow tools. If you click on that, it will show a little bit more in my case than it does in yours because I've got multiple classes, but it should come up with fundamentals of math, the health professions, you reveal an access code. Hopefully it won't even be that tricky. Hopefully it's just opting in is what you need to do. But if you get to this point, you click on it and you're a little uncertain what to do, you can always contact me. However, if you want to try it out, give me a second here. I'm going to have to exit the student preview. It kind of puts me in a place I can't back up. Okay, put that back on. So it gets you to a place there where you get a code for our textbook. And what you can do after that is, let me get down to our first module. I've got this broken down into 4 modules as we go through the class. We'll progress about 2 weeks for each module. Once you go in here, it'll tell you what we're going to be doing, let you know a link here to the e-text. So if you select that, I have linked Blackboard, I've linked Blackboard with MyMathLab where we do the homework. The reason it's giving me this error right now is because it's thinking of me as a student and I haven't paid for this. So once again, I've got to bounce back to the teacher mode. And if I do it this time, clicking on the e-text, it knows I'm a professor for the course now, and this will take you in to our e-text. It's almost there. This can be a little bit weird to use at first if you're not used to readers a whole lot, You've got all sorts of stuff over here on the left that can kind of get you to a particular chapter. But if you're looking at our pacing guide, you're going to notice that most of the stuff I've got is page numbers, and they have that taken care of down here at the bottom. Or up the top of the page, you can see it too. I might be belaboring this point a little bit because a few semesters back, they didn't have that. And I brought that to the publisher's attention, and they put some page numbers on there. So it's nice to see them working with us. So you got your access to your e-text once you get your first day access going, but you're going to have to do that first and then get into MyMathLab. Online assessments. I have a link in here to take us to MyMathLab, not to the textbook, but to our homework assignments. I also have links in here for our VoiceThread discussion post, and you can hear more about those items in the discussion of the syllabus. I have an outline of the dates everything's due. This one here, since I'm in teacher mode right now, it's actually 2 copies of the same thing. So on your side, pardon me for bouncing around a bit too much here, for your online assessments, you will see a link to the homework in MyLab, as well as a VoiceThread discussion. When it comes to all homework and quizzes, we do those in MyLab, but the discussion post, that's something unique to my class, and those are going to be in Blackboard. This similar structure will show up as we go through with all of the other modules. Once you get past the online assessments, sometimes I have extra lessons or supplements that are usually something directed towards respiratory therapy. I also have a practice exam. So with these, I want you to keep in mind, I've got a VoiceThread lecture here. You can see the notes to the lecture, the key to the lectures, all sorts of resources that you can use to get up to speed on the topics. The module practice exam, I got that as well to help you before you take the actual exam. And the conversion sheets, well, I've got your attention here. I want to make sure that you print a clean copy of this one off. It will be used in the second, the third, and the exit exam. It's very important that you have a clean copy of it. I don't want you to have written on it if that's the copy you're going to use for taking exams. Now, if you want to print a copy off just to use when you study, that's great. Don't mind, but you'll need a couple versions of it. Module 3 and 4 are going to be very, very similar. I've also got over here a place for you to see the course calendar quickly. And one thing with this course that we have to get up to speed on pretty quick is being able to submit our a scan of our worked problems, either using an iPhone or an Android. So especially with quizzes and definitely with exams, you're going to have to be writing on some paper showing me your work. So if you got an iPhone over here on the left where it says how to submit scan work, you click on that. I got you some nice documentation, get you up to speed on that. Suppose you got an Android, I've got stuff to help you with there, either using the scanner that's built in on an iPhone or Google Drive's got a scanner built in it as well. Let me think what else we got here. So I'm going to exit the student preview for just a moment. Over here on the left, underneath first day access, I also have something that says graded items. So when it comes to getting exams, quizzes, discussion rubrics back to you, let you know how you did, what you'll do is you'll go over here and you'll select on graded items. Now, right now you're seeing a whole bunch of names, but for your version of it, it will only show your folder. And what it is you'll select that, and it will take you to SharePoint in Office 365, and it'll can be, I'm using you an example here, using you as the example. It will have files in here that I post as we go through the semester to give you feedback on how you did on a particular assignment. That's how you see your graded work in this class. If for some crazy reason that link doesn't take you to a folder with your name in it, or you see other people's information in here, please let me know. I do want this to be private for each student, so their work is just something they see. And again, just to kind of show you the difference between the student and the teacher view, if I had went into graded items, not as a teacher, but as a student, you notice I don't see anything. It's because I'm not one of those, not one of you, so it doesn't show me a folder. Textbook errors, there are a few errors in the key at the back of the book, and I've got a list of them here. If you want to take a look as you go through, it might save you some frustration. Usually pediatric dosages are not consistent on how they say they're going to do those. Checking grades, I will post those in Blackboard after each module exam. I'll also give us an update on what your current average is in the course. But you can see all the things I fill in as we go. If for some reason a grade in my lab is not the same as what I've typed in here, let me know. I double check things, but I can mistype as well as the next person. And let's see what else we got here. If you ever need to send me an email, you're probably going to just use an email that I've sent to you and you can respond to it, or you can use this tool I've got down here. So that takes care of this. I'm kind of shutting things down here. I just want to say welcome to the class again. Looking forward to a good term. 7 weeks goes by in such a hurry. So if there's anything that comes up that's giving you trouble, it's important to reach out quickly. Don't let things delay that might make them worse. Have a great term, and we'll go from there.